Assalamualaikum and hi. I'm great to my supervisor, Dr. Farizah binti Sulong. I'm Muhammad Hafiz Aiman bin Shukri and my metric number is 56668. In this video, I will present about my industry training experience and also issue during my training at Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. In this video, I will explain about company background, detail of task carried out during training, introduction during the selected issue, discussion of the issue, suggestion to overcome issue, additional skill required during training, and lastly is conclusion. First of all, I would like to give you the overview, the background of the company. Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. is a firm of chartered accountant and a strategic business advisory group with a long history of service excellence and a good reputation since its inception in 1995. This company is located at Kuala Terengganu. Service offered by Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. include auditing, taxation and consulting. In the yearly operation of this firm, Datuk Muhammad Ali specified in doing account and audit without have the partner because he already have the license. In early, when running the business, he handle all the account alone because he can afford to hire staff. Then, he decided to hire a freelancer to prepare account for client. As the firm started to grow and the number of clients has increased, Datuk Ali has decided to hire 3 permanent staff in handling the account, audit and company secretary service. In April 2013, Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. was transformed into a partnership firm which has 2 partners and 10 full-time employees. Mazama Corporate Advisor Sendirian Berhad is the partner of Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. Mazama is an associate of Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. which cover job related to accounting, secretarial, consultation and acting as an agent for Zakat Maidam. After a few years, son of Datuk Ali, which is Encik Mazhan bin Muhammad Ali, has also become a new partner of Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. to easier for running the business because the company has growing more and more advanced. Next, I go to mission and vision of the company. The vision of the company is to be the preferred business advisor which provide professional advice and service on strategy, operational and compliance area in facilitating client in enhancing their enterprise value. For the mission is to help client with competitive advantage. For example, provide the best and predictable solution toward our client need to inculcate the highest standard of professionalism and service. Next, we move to the service that provided by Mako and Mazama. Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. assists their client by providing the auditing and assurance, tax compliance work, tax planning and consultancy, solicitor trust account, reporting accountant, internal audit, merge and acquisition advisory, corporate zakat computation. Meanwhile, associate company Mazama Corporate Advisor Sendirian Berhad providing the company secretarial and advisory, accounting and bookkeeping, accounting and management training, business advisory consulting, internal control system, zakat agent, MOF Petronas, and lastly is training and costs. Next, we move to department perspective. The accounting, auditing and taxation service provided by Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. and Mazama Corporate Advisors Sendirian Berhad are specified for enterprise and private limited company, cooperative and others. The accounting process will be conducted by the accounting system which is UBS accounting system. All the data such as invoice, payment voucher, bank statement and others will be keyed in at system. Next, the audit service must be provided in all accounting firms around the world. The preparation for the audit will conduct after the account has been satisfied by the client and follow the accounting format. The audit process depends on the business nature of the client. The audit will conduct by audit field for large company and the small medium company will be conduct in the office. There are some clients will send their document to the office and there is also the staff will collect the document at client office. In addition, Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. also provided tax service to client. They will handle all the process for tax for the client. For company secretary service, the company secretary is a service that assists the director in providing information on the practice of the companies. This is to ensure the companies will comply with relevant legislation and regulation and to keep the director informed about their responsibility. Service provided by Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. is representative of the client on legal document and ensure the company and its director operate the business within the law. This include maintaining secretarial law file and annual return, statutory books and general meeting, resolution, increase in authorized and paid up share capital, change of company director, share transfer and other secretarial matter. All company legal fees such as secretarial file, registration book, minutes book and share certificate book and official stamp are handled by the firm. Now, this is the organisation chart. The director of the company is Datuk Muhammad Ali bin Abbas and the partner is Mazahan bin Muhammad Ali. For the account and taxation department, they have 3 staff included 1 manager. For audit department, have 6 staff include 1 manager, 1 staff that in charge in secretary department and 2 staff that in charge in admin. Okay. These are the main duty and tasks that I am doing throughout industrial training. Okay, first, I prepare the audit working paper and audit report for dormant company and active company. Second, involved in vouching for the document such as revenue, expense and others. Third is calculate the taxation for client and fill up the form. Next is register the company for the taxation process. Next, I prepare annual report for company. And lastly is doing the accountant report for the client. Okay, now we move to audit aspect. Okay, an audit is an objective review and analysis of the organization financial statement to ensure that they are a fair and accurate presentation of the transaction that claim to represent. The auditor must get a sufficient understanding of the company and its environment, including internal control, to assess the risk of material misstatement of financial statement, whether due to error or fraud, and determine the nature, timing and scope of the further audit procedure. In other words, an accountant and auditor must be ethical when it comes to ensuring the accuracy of validity of a report. Working as an intern at this firm has provided me with valuable experience, skill and knowledge, especially when I was assigned to perform audit work for several companies. Performing audit work for a dormant business differ from that of an active company, so a dormant company is much easier to prepare than an active firm because there are no sale and purchase involved and a few little transaction activity during the year. When an accountant has finalized all the account, the audit procedure will begin. I start preparing the audit working paper based on the financial statement given by the accountant, such as the balance sheet, profit or loss, and other comprehensive income, as well as the cash flow and all journal entries. The audit working paper was completed to determine whether the account is balanced, correct, and follow all the requirements standard and treatment in an exact manner. The working paper will be shown in full detail, including how the item in each account are calculated and what method were used. The asset, expense, liability, equity and profit or loss that the company earned will be compared to the system of client management account. Moreover, I also got experience in preparing working paper for the audit process and audit report. I need to prepare the worksheet that summarize the specific audit test for a sample of transaction. I have been given a chance to prepare the audit report and working audit paper. The report that I finish, I need to submit to my mentor for review before submit to my audit manager for review for the second time. After the audit report has been reviewed, they will highlight the amendment that need to change. Then I proceed in preparing the amendment and submit to audit manager for the last time before bring to the audit report to the audit partner for check and confirm it the status has been the draft. It draft because the report need to send to the client first, and if the client agree, then I can proceed to final the audit report. While performing the task assigned to me during my internship, I improve by technology skill. By completing the task here with Microsoft Word, Excel, and PDF, we'll be able to send the document to the client throughout email. Besides, I have improved my communication skill because I am often needed to deal with individuals from others industry. I have been trained to interact and communicate formally with employees, especially clients, with whom I must constantly deal. Dealing with people has always been the most difficult aspect of my task. Next, we move to tax aspects. Okay, I was assigned to register the companies for taxation through e-Daftar. e-Daftar means an income tax file registration application for new taxpayer to obtain a tax reference number. They are the person who need to register an income tax file, which are individuals who earn income are taxable, individuals who run a business, new employees who are eligible for monthly tax deduction, companies that have not been registered with the Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia, partnership that have not been registered with the IRBM, and PLT that have not been registered with the IRBM. I have also been assigned to taxation work for prepare tax computation for client. I would be very delighted to help other tax associates as I would be able to learn in depth regarding Malaysian tax. In the computation of the taxation for the client, Muhammad Ali Abbas and Co. follow the rule provided by the Inland of Revenue Board. During the industrial training, I need to prepare written form of employer, Form E. Is it a declaration report that submitted by every employer to inform the IRB on the number of employees and the list of the employees and the list of the employees' income detail every year. The information needed from the client, such as the name of the employees, gross salary, KWSP, PCB, and the number of children below and above 18 years old. I have prepared Form E for one active cooperative and one dormant company. I learned to fill in 3 types of document, which are the EA form of deduction from remuneration and Form E using e-filing system in the LHDN portal. I also have been assigned to do company written form for years of assessment, Form C. Is it mandatory for all employers to submit company written form via e-filing on or before August 31, 2022? I have prepared Form C for some active company. First, I will do tax computation for financial year, calculation of capital allowance based on the accounting financial report, not to the tax computation, list of company director and calculation of the real amount that need to be paid. After done tax computation, it will be reviewed by tax manager and partners. I will key in all the data into the e-filing system and ask signed by client. Then I will submit confirmation from the client in e-filing system after getting the approval. Then I will prepare worksheet based on a sample company written form for year assessment that provided by LHDN. Next, we move to introduction to the issue. My highlighted issue are client issue and demand will impact on audit quality and auditor professionalism. This is because of upper management client lack accounting understanding, and it was a core issue during my internship. To begin, I will define terms for audit evidence and ethics of the accountant that are important to this discussion. For the first issue of the client is insufficient audit evidence from the client. Auditor need to gather and document sufficient data on which to base their judgment in an audit of financial statement. Moreover, audit regulator in different jurisdiction identify common issue when reviewing completed audit engagement in this area as well. Accordingly, an audit's main goal is to ensure that the financial statements are free of material misstatement so that auditor can give an opinion on the financial statement and draw their conclusion accordingly in their auditor report. The auditor must establish and implement audit procedure to acquire sufficient acceptable audit evidence to draw reasonable conclusion from which to draw the auditor's opinion. During my internship, when I'm doing the audit, I discover several issues, but one in particular stand out: the lack of the audit evidence that resulted from the client upper management, lack of experience with accounting procedure, and lack of accounting understanding. Okay, the following are the issue I am experiencing. First is revenue, sale, and expense are not verified by the required documentation. Second is unresolved issue. Okay, insufficient supporting documentation has made it hard for me to verify that the company revenue, cost of sale, and expense for the financial year are accurate and complete. For lack of sufficient supporting document, no control test may be conducted, leaving just a substantive test. However, auditor must still deal with the several limitations during auditing. Last but not least, is unresolved matter where some supporting documents are still pending and the customer did not give sufficient cooperation during audit. The auditor must express audit opinion with the complete audit evidence that auditor required to the client. Next issue is about the demand of client and will affect the quality and professionalism of auditor. Okay, Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. is a chartered accounting firm that specific in accounting and auditing. The most task given to me was preparing the audit for the client. In the process of doing the audit, there were different behavior of client that need to handle. Based on the intern observation, there was a situation that showed the demand of the client can affect the quality and professionalism of auditor. The client is unwilling to pay a higher tax. It is because the net profit for the year was high. The client wants me to make the adjustment to the cost of goods sold to lower their net profit. It was my view that accountant cannot do this since they are required to maintain a record of every transaction during a document like an invoice or receipt, and this could risk their credibility. Next, we move to the recommendation. Okay, Muhammad Ali Abbas & Co. should discover the issue and try to resolve the issue to ensure that it should not happen in the future. The demand of client that contradict the conceptual framework of accountant and auditor need to be avoided to ensure the professionalism and integrity of qualified chartered accountant. So, here the recommendation for these two issues that I faced during my task. First, establish a review of the company documentation. Second, make a follow-up with the client. Next is business training or bookkeeping training for the top management clients. Next, be firm and courageous to the client. And lastly is hire experienced accountant and auditor. Okay, next, we go to additional knowledge and skill. The first thing that I get is improve my professional skepticism skill. My professional skepticism skill have improved my involvement in audit work assessment, which exposed me to a wide range of audit issues and allow me to improve my ability to question and critically evaluate audit evidence. This is where I do not think that management is dishonest, or do I assume unquestionable honestly from them. Because I have faith in management integrity, I should just not settle for less than clear proof when applying professional skepticism. I use this skill when I begin to gather and properly measure audit, which is I must consider the evidence competence and sufficiency. Other than that, I have been working on my reasonable assurance skill, which are concerned with whether the financial statements are free of material misstatement, whether caused by error or fraud, or whether any material weakness exists as the date of management assessment of the financial statement. The audit opinion is based on reasonable assurance because I know the company management is lacking in accounting competence, and I have sufficient supporting documentation to make my decision. For the conclusion, during the 24 weeks of training, I gained a lot of experience knowledge and experience from working as a staff intern at Muhammad Ali Abbas and Co. And it has enhanced my opportunity in my future profession. The achievement I gained from the firm specifically when provide the chance to conduct accounting, auditing and taxation for the company operation from dormant to active company, as well as the opportunity to work closely with people who already have major role in the work field. That's all from me. Thank you.